Hi there, this is Carrie from Stamp with CT, and it is Wednesday, which means it's time for our Facebook Live. Today is already the 25th of January, so welcome to a little bit of time to craft and connect together. I love being able to spend a few minutes on Wednesday mornings sharing a quick project or two and hoping to inspire you to create. So remember, if you do ever recreate the project that I'm sharing, or if you have just been doing some crafting and you want to share with us, we would love to see. Just leave your project in the comments below. And as you are coming in, whether you're watching the replay or you're catching the video live, either way, I hope you'll say hello and let us know where you're coming in from. Good morning. It has been cold here in Texas. Now, I know that's a relative term for those that live in places other than Texas, but for us, when we get down in the 30s, we're cold. And we had a lot of rain yesterday, just poured and poured, which of course we need the rain, so we are thankful for that. And I had a friend that was in Dallas last night. We live about an hour south of Dallas. She was in Dallas last night and there were some snow flurries. Of course, nothing was sticking when it hit the ground, but I thought that was fun. So I know a lot of you are experiencing much colder weather than we are. But Texans, we get cold quickly. Okay, let's jump into our project today. Now, I hope that you will leave a comment as you're popping in or as you're watching or before you go. I cannot see the comments while I'm actually doing the demonstration and crafting, but I always love to go back and read what you have posted. And I love it when you share the video, when you hit that thumbs up or heart or wow emoji. I appreciate those reactions as well. That just lets Facebook know that you like the project that I'm sharing and you think others should see it, and that really, really helps me in the Facebook algorithm, the Facebooky things. So thank you for doing that. And then in a little bit, we'll look at our prize too. I love to give a prize each week just by random drawing. And it's usually something a little on the smaller side, but just something to thank you guys for your support of my Facebook and YouTube pages, and then also my crafting business. I just so appreciate you. So I'm really coming off of a high, you guys. We had our launch party and after party for this new amazing mini catalog this past Saturday. It was a day full of parties. We had launch party in the morning, and then we went to a Christmas party that had to be postponed due to illness, and then we did after party on Zoom, and it was just a really, really fun day. I will admit that I'm still not completely back together as far as picking up everything and putting it back where it goes, but that's okay, because you know, when you have a fun party, that's what happens. But it was just so much fun. We had some new friends come to the in-person party and just really had fun crafting together and using the new products, and that's what it's all about. So I am sharing today a couple projects with you. I don't have a prototype already made, but I will tell you that I had a video, it's been 3 or 4 years ago, using a double easel fold, a fun fold, and it was with some products. I think they were called Animal Expedition or Animal Outing. I'm trying to remember. There was a super cute hippo and also a crocodile on the paper with a little pink butterfly. And so that kind of popped in my head when I've been using this Day at the Farm Designer Series paper. And I did go ahead and splurge and get this awesome bundle from the mini catalog that coordinates with it. So On the Farm stamp set and die bundle. Look at how many dies are in this set. So fun. They coordinate with some of the Designer Series paper. Haven't really had time to play with that, but I can tell that they do. And then just some other cute little standalone. And we're going to be using this cute windmill today. That really stood out to me. So it's a lot of fun, the stamps and then also the dies. If you love to color, this would be a great set. Or if you just want to stamp on colored cardstock, that works fine too with this type of line image. Lots of fun. Now, I know you have seen this paper before, and I just wanted to remind you that it is in our celebration brochure, and it is free with a $50 purchase through the end of February. So this is on page 8 of the celebration brochure. Uh-oh, sounds like we've got some sirens. Sorry about that. I know that will pick up on the video, but hopefully everyone is okay. Couple cute samples. It does tell you here that there is the bundle that coordinates with this paper, and it's in the mini catalog, so let's take a look at that as well. Oliver doesn't like sirens. I'm sorry, y'all. I think it hurts his ears, huh? And then on page 34, we have the On the Farm bundle that I just showed you and a couple more samples. So this one really, I think, lends itself to cards for kids and scrapbook layouts and just a lot of fun. So let's take a quick look at the paper again. And we're going to be creating with a couple of the different patterns today. Absolutely adorable. This is the one that the dies coordinate with a good bit. And this one I absolutely love. I'm just kind of struggling a bit with what to do with it, but those vegetables are cute. And then I've told you before, this to me, you put a title on this page and then even a piece of 12 by 12 basic white and put your pictures on it, and you would pretty much be done with a scrapbook layout, wouldn't you? And I know a lot of times kids go on to a farm for field trips. There's that cute chicken wire. So that would be just really, really fun to scrapbook with this paper. So this B side has lots of cute designs that you could use for a lot of other projects. Just really fun paper. So this is what inspired me today, and just thinking back to that double easel fold card. So I do have some pieces already cut because I wanted to make 2 cards with you because I just really couldn't decide exactly what I was going to do. So we're going to make 2. So let's start first with the card base, and I'll explain a little bit about how the double easel fold works. So this is a piece of balmy blue cardstock, and it is 11 inches by 4 1/4, and it is scored at 5 1/2. So just a standard top folding card base, right? I'm going to work on this, burnish this end where I cut because I think I need a new blade in my trimmer. It left it a little bit frayed. Now we have a piece of basic black cardstock. And this piece is, let me stop and think so I make sure I tell you correctly, 10 1/4 by 4 inches. And then I put it in my trimmer and I scored it at 5 inches and 2 1/2. So we're going to fold it. It's not quite in half because it's at 5 inches and then 2 1/2. And this folds back on itself. We'll burnish it really well. And again, down that cut line just to make sure that So now we're going to adhere this to the front of the card, and it'll show you a little bit how this is going to stand up. So hopefully, if you're not familiar with a double easel card, you'll see that it's starting to come together a little bit. Before we do that, let's grab a piece of basic white that's 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and let's adhere that to the inside of our card. And of course, you could do some stamping on the inside if you wanted to. That would be great. Or you could use some scraps of designer series paper, and I may go back and do that once I complete the projects. But yes, that's always fine for you to do that, isn't it? Decorate the inside a bit. And so then this piece is going to layer right on the front. So let's go ahead and do that same thing, our dot, dot, not a lot, that I learned from my sweet friend Mary. A little bit down the center. Now I'm putting a little bit more than I typically would because this is a fun fold and people will be pulling on that end. And what's great about this fold is that you can actually display this card on a desk or table. We'll give that glue just a minute, give it a little back rub. So my friend Judy says, let that glue have time to adhere down. And then I absolutely love the piece of paper with the chicken and geese on it. And then on the B side, it has the chicken wire. So this piece is cut at 5 inches by 3 3/4, and we're gonna layer it onto the card front. So you can see you've got lots of options with this, and it is super duper cute. Let me make sure I don't have my geese or anybody upside down. That's kind of going to be our backdrop there. And you can see there's a windmill, and that's part of the reason why I pulled that element in from the dies. So at this point, here's where we're at. We have our double easel foundation created. And so I'll turn that to where you can see it and how it stands up. And it's just super cute already. Now, let's pull in a couple pieces. And I'm not sure why I have 3 of these. I think that's just a scrap. Now I've got a couple pieces, and again, it's just the B side of our geese and chickens. And it's the chicken wire, and it's 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. We're gonna layer one here and one here. So let's do that next. Isn't this paper cute, y'all? It just makes me happy. Uh-oh. Not sure what that was. Just makes me happy. It's lots of fun. So we've got one piece there, and although that doesn't show a lot, I still wanted to take the time, since it's going to be displayed and standing up, to decorate this portion. You don't have to do that. That is an M&M. That's what that is, y'all. Dale was sitting at my table snacking on M&Ms last night or the night before, and I missed that. He loves those peanut M&Ms. And almond M&Ms and plain M&Ms. We have been doing a lot of work trying to get my craft room back in order, and it's coming together. Okay, so how super cute is that? I love this set. Now, I went ahead of time, and I used my Stylish Shapes dies to cut a stitch circle from the chicken wire paper. And then I used my layering circles, and I'm going to put a scallop, and then also, I guess I did 2 scallops, didn't I? I thought that would be fun. That's right. I thought that would be fun to give that a little bit more character. So we're going to go ahead. So we're going to do our stamping separately, and I don't want to lose that little guy, which is our, I may go ahead and glue that down so that I don't lose it. I'm going to put it right over here, a little windmill. So let's put just a tiny bit of liquid glue on the back of this. Cute, cute little die cut. I had a swap card that used this little die cut, and it caught a lot of people's attention for the launch party. Super cute. And then we'll just layer this up. And a lot of times I would pop it up, but I think I've just got a lot going on already with this card. I think I'm just going to glue them together. But you could certainly pop it up if you wanted to. And just think about the papers that you have in your stash. If you don't have exactly what I'm using, that's okay. We've got a couple options with this too. In the past, what I've done is adhered this to the back and then added this one, but I think this time I'm just going to put that right on the front. So just think about the papers that you have. And of course, it doesn't have to be the A and B side of the paper, but I think that's fun when we're able to do that. Just try to get this an equal border, but again, it's a little whimsical. If it's off just a tiny bit, I'm not going to stress about that. So that's going to be our focal image, and we're going to add it over here. But first, let's do a little bit of stamping. Got my Memento Tuxedo black ink. And then I have a stamp that says "From All of Us," and it is from this cute little stamp set, red rubber stamp set with lots of sentiments and images, right? Now, we really have a couple of options, but what I like to do sometimes is just hand cut around sentiments, because this one, I could cut it out with a banner and add it. That would be perfectly fine, but let's do something a little bit different. And I'm going to be careful because I want to not smear this ink. It takes just a second to dry. So I'm just going to come in with my snips, cutting in fairly close to the sentiment. That's a little bit crooked, but again, it's going to be okay. Let me know if this is something you do from time to time. I know when Tara used to craft with me a lot, she was not a fan of this, but I really like it. I think it's cute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these words apart. And then I'm going to pop it on here. So it's going to say "From All of Us," but it's not going to be together. And I'm going to hope don't lose anything in the process. From all of us. And so I'm not going to worry a lot because it's on a white background. I think it's going to be pretty forgiving. Yep, from all of us. And I'm going to grab some mini Stampin' Dimensionals because I think that that's going to be perfect to add this sentiment. So this is a little bit putsy, I know, but I think it's cute. And it can be a little wonky, and I think it adds to the fun of it. So from all. And I thought that was a cute sentiment since you've got all those chickens and stuff. Oops. Did not get the backing off. Nope, I sure didn't. And just giving that little dimension as we pop it up too. I think this is my smallest piece. Let's hope that this mini dimensional will work. I just think this is cute. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to use a banner on the other one, and that's fine too. So if you don't like doing this, you've got other options, right? And some sentiments, you could stamp them on your focal image. You could also use a square. You could use a banner. So from all of us. Cute. Now, we're going to bring this over, and I think I may even use some dimensionals to add this to the card front. So what I want to do is put my dimensionals, let me kind of get my positioning based on what I've got going on in the background. I'm okay with covering that windmill because I already have one on my focal image. That shows a couple of the geese and a couple of the chickens. So I'll put my dimensionals right here. versus on my circle. That way I know that I'm not going to accidentally get them too high and adhere my card shut. That wouldn't be good, would it? And we'll put this right about here, so from all of us. And now we have our double easel card done, y'all. And it stands up and it can be displayed. And it is super duper cute. So you can see it from the side. But is that not adorable? This paper is just so fun and makes it easy to make a quick and cute card. And then you've got lots of room on the inside to put your sentiment. And again, you could stamp or decorate the inside as you see fit. I'm going to move this one over and we're going to create one more. And again, I have the pieces ready. We're using the same paper, so we are using a cherry cobbler card base this time. We'll burnish that fold. It's the very same measurements. But don't worry, I will go back and edit the description of the video, and I will put those measurements in there for you. And so we'll burnish these once again, very same measurements for the mechanism here. And I think I will go down that side. So if you have a little bit, it kind of roughs up the edge of your cardstock when you're cutting, just use your bone folder and that will help calm that down. Sometimes when we need to change the blade, that's what happens. So let's go ahead, let's glue it on properly, Carrie, so it's not upside down. And let's get that inside panel. So you guys kind of know the drill. So let's do all of this kind of prep work to build our double easel fold. And don't forget, if you just fall in love with this paper like I have, it is free with a $50 purchase. Now you've got other options if this is not kind of your style. You've also got a couple beautiful floral papers, several stamp sets. Don't forget about the carrot stamp set. Thanks a bunch. And you've also got those adorable owls. There's just so much in celebration this time. I love the offering that we have. It's a great one. Stampin' Up! Knocked it out of the park. And this is our only celebration this year. So it runs through the end of February, but in the past couple of years, we've had another celebration in the fall, and that is not going to happen. They're doing something different that I'll be telling you about soon. But for now, just know if you love getting free rewards with your purchases, now is the time to take advantage of that. Of course, Stampin' Up! Is really good about doing other sales and promotions throughout the year too. Okay, this time I'm using the piece that has the animals, and we're going to put that kind of as our backdrop. And you can see again, the B side is that plaid, which is so cute. So we'll put this piece down. Just trying to get my somewhat even borders. It's handmade, so it's not perfect, and that's part of what makes it fun, isn't it? We just do our best. Okay. Now, of course, the B side is cute, so let's do that for these bottom pieces. So what's great about Stampin' Up! Products is how they coordinate together. You know, a lot of the work is done for us just in the design process that Stampin' Up! Does. We have artists on staff that do such a beautiful job. And a lot of our papers are hand-drawn, hand-painted, and then replicated. And we've got concept artists that, can you imagine if your job was to work at Stampin' Up! And just make samples that go in the catalog and online? How fun is that? That would be cool. Just working at Stampin' Up! Would be awesome. Such a great company. Okay, so we've got you know, the basics here of our fold. And again, super cute. I don't think you can really go wrong with this paper, right? And then this time what I did was I cut a scallop with the basic black and a little bit smaller basic white circle. So let's adhere those together. And then I think you're going to like what I did next for our focal image, because I thought it was a pretty good idea, you guys. I went in and I really wanted the barn and the silo. So I just went in with my Stylish Shapes dies, one of the circles, and I cut those images out of the Designer Series paper. So we're going to be able to just add this, and I don't have to color anything. I can just pop this on and it's going to look super, super cute, and it's a quick way to add that image. So, y'all know me. I'm always looking for quick and cute. But I think that works. And then we're going to add this. And again, I'll take a look at my background. You can really put this focal image wherever you want it, but I think I'm going to put it pretty close over to this edge so my little piggy shows, and then I've still got my cow. So I'm going to have to be a little bit mindful of where I place those things. And I need to make sure my silo is not on its side, right? So let's come in with some dimensionals again. And this one, I think the focal image is going to be moved down a little bit more so that I get my cow and everything. So let's put a couple of dimensionals. You know, these are super strong adhesive to add our focal image. So we will put our silo and barn on. I thought that was really cute that that is out of Cherry Cobbler cardstock, or Cherry Cobbler was what was used. So we can pop that on. So now we have, oops, come on card. There we go. So we've got our card ready. We just need a sentiment. And I went ahead and stamped it ahead of time, and it says, today is a good day. And y'all know that I like to say, today is a good day to have a good day. So I thought this was really cute. My kind of sentiment. So we will add some dimensionals and pop this on, and this time just using a little banner. Now I'm not adding embellishments in any way. I'm not putting any ribbon or twine or embellishments on these cards, but you, of course, you do you. You could certainly do that. So I want to kind of pop this on and get this little banner even. And I don't want to cover up my focal image, but I still want to add that. So there we go. There is our second card. That's a double easel. And I'll put that first one up as well. So much fun, you guys. These are just quick and easy fun fold that I think you'll enjoy making. I really, really do. So if you create a double easel fold card, be sure to share it with me. Okay, let's talk a little bit about anything else we have going on. And what I mainly have right now is, if you're not on my email list, I would encourage you to message me your email so that I can add you. That is where I announce events and classes that I have coming up, so you'll want to know what's going on in February and be a part of that. And then the other thing that I'm going to be working on today is paper and ribbon share. So this is something we offer with each new catalog, and Dale usually helps me with it. But 4 people share all of the new Designer Series papers and all of the new ribbons from a new catalog. And it's just a fun way to get a sampling of those new products. If the paper is 12 by 12, you get a 6 by 12 of each of the designs. And if it's 6 by 6, you get 2 sheets of each of the designs. And then you get 2.5 yards of each of the ribbons. So it's an amount that you can make some really good projects with, but you get to try it before you buy the full package. So I have been asked to do another share, and I have 2 spots left. So if you want to be part of that, I will be posting about that later today on this page, and I'll be sending out an email. So message me if you want to get that information. And then, let's see, I don't have any happy mail to share with you, but I do have our prize from last week. And this is some of the really pretty iridescent gems from the new catalog. And these are going out to my sweet friend, Judy Cleveland. She is on a roll, y'all. She has won a couple of prizes recently. She won our team door prize for the month of January. So, Judy, I thank you for sharing the video and for your comments and always just being so faithful to watch and be encouraging. And I thank you for that. So we'll get those in the mail to you. Dale and I have a basket of prizes that need to go out. So we'll be working on shipping this weekend. And then I thought it would be fun. You guys know that I use Stampin' Dimensionals pretty much every project that I make because I love popping things up and giving it that dimension. So that's our prize for this week. If you would like to be entered for a chance to win that package of Stampin' Dimensionals, and it's 300 dimensionals, plus you get to use the bones, the edges, and sometimes those are the best part, right? So if you are interested in being part of the drawing for that, I do a random number generator and do a drawing before I go live. So just put a comment. That's all it takes to be entered, or you can hit the like or thumbs up, or you can put a reaction like a wow face, a laughing face, or a heart. And all of that helps me. And so I love being able to give back to you guys and award a prize each week. The other thing you can do is share like Judy did. So I appreciate that when you do all of those things. It really does help new friends find my page and channel. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. I will post those dimensions for you, and I hope that this has inspired you to create a double easel fold. They're really fun. And I will see you again next Wednesday, and it will already be February then. Yes, I think next Wednesday is the 1st. Wow. So we'll see you then. Y'all have a great week. Thank you.